we are actually coming up to in case you couldn't hear me a second ago, my apologies. Quick recap. President Collectibles, welcome. This is our first broadcast. This is a test run. And we're mid-April right now. My name is Howard Mills with First Rate Collectibles. We are working out the kinks. If you can hear anything that's going on, so bear with us. Once again, mid-April right now, and we're about 2 weeks from the 2021 NFL Draft. And if you're tuning in, you may know, or you may not know, over the past 2 to 3 years, collecting, particularly on the sports landscape, and maybe some more so the Pokemon and all of that, just collecting in general, trading cards, things of that nature has kind of made a resurgence, and it's hit home with me. So I've slowly began getting back into collecting, and I've come across a few new things that I don't recall happening 20, 25 years ago. One being group breaks or box breaks. Back when I was collecting, you go, to Target, Walmart, buy you a pack of cards, a couple packs of cards, open them up, maybe trade with a friend for favorite players and things of that nature, and be done. Even maybe go to your local card shop, your LCS, and purchase a box from there, and you break it yourself, maybe in front of the shop owner, go home, break it, let them know what you got, and share it with him, and give the card shop some pub. But lately, at least it's new to me, I know it may have been happening for the past year or two. People are breaking boxes or opening boxes of cards live online. More so, it started out just for personal gratification. Hey, I'm going to review this product. Let me open it up and show you what you can expect if you actually go purchase a box of cards. Lately, some things are hard to find. Some boxes are hard to find, and some people may not just want to buy a full box of cards. They may be looking for a particular player or looking for a particular team, things of that nature. So, what's been going on is we're going to go over an example of that in a second. A group break or a box break or a multiple box break. There's maybe a group of people that actually buy into a break or bid on a certain team and things like that. So the way it works is, for example, easy example, since it's the round number, take the NBA. The NBA has 30 teams. If you have a box of cards, you can do one box, you can do multiple boxes. I've seen people do up to 6 or 7 at a time. Those 30 teams are up for bid, or it may be a random, or it may be a pick your team. There are a couple of different types of options that we'll go over in a second, but those 30 teams actually get assigned one way or another to 30 different individuals, or 30 slots. It could be one individual that's getting multiple slots. And then once those boxes of cards are open, whatever team is assigned to that person gets all those cards for that particular team. So say, for instance, we'll bring up an example here in a moment. Let's say, for instance, Bruce J. Was assigned to the Charlotte Hornets. Any card pulled for the Charlotte Hornets, which is the hottest option right now with LaMelo Ball, who was leading the Rookie of the Year race before the injury. Any Charlotte Hornets cards pulled would go to Bruce J, whether it be a rookie card, which is what everyone's looking for, or an autograph, a rookie autograph, or what's called an RPA, which is a rookie patch autograph. So those are really the 3 hottest things that people are looking for right now, if it's not a veteran. And we'll touch more on that in a second also. So if we look at, you may see it coming up on the screen here in a second. It's an NFL example. So we have 32 teams here. So those 32 teams, and we have 32 names. So you'll see the list of names assigned to those teams. Say, for instance, the New Orleans Saints. So if we did a break, am I up here yet? Sorry, if we did a break on this box, this box, this box, this box. So there's 4 boxes here, which is actually, that's the plan. That's going to be the plan here coming up to the NFL draft. We'll do a box break of those 4. Any Saints cards that I pull out of these boxes would go to Warrington Steel, right? Now the Saints really didn't have any hot rookies this past year, but they do have a recently retired, soon to be Hall of Fame record-setting quarterback that has hot autographs out there. And you may, get some autographs from the other, Kamara or Michael Thomas or, Taysom Hill, stuff like that. And any Saints card goes to that player. Now, there are 3 different types of breaks that we will probably delve into. There's a PYT, not a pretty young thing break. It's called Pick Your Team. There's a random break, and there's a break for bids, where you actually bid on the team that you may want. The most common that I've seen is the bids. So, for instance, we do the NFL break, those 32 teams. You would set a certain amount that the bid would start at on eBay, and you bid on the teams that you would want. So if I want the Cincinnati Bengals, another hot team because of Burrow rookie cards. Joe Burrow, by the way, quarterback out of LSU, for those that aren't aware. The Bengals, the Dolphins, the Chargers, Rookie of the Year winner, Justin Herbert, those 3 teams will likely have higher bids. The winning bid would likely be higher than, say, the Buffalo Bills or, say, the Seattle Seahawks. Not that those teams don't have great players. Josh Allen, great player. He could possibly have an autograph in there. Russell Wilson possibly have an autograph or some special parallel or insert card. But what's hot, what people are mostly looking for are rookie quarterbacks. Any product, whether it be just a base card, an autograph card, or a memorabilia card. So those teams will likely have higher bids than the other teams without hot rookies. Not that those teams aren't valuable, because you never know what will be in a pack of cards. It could be an autograph of a veteran and you strike gold. So you could go in on the low end if it's your first time getting into something like that, and bid a 20, 30, 40 bucks versus the other ones that will probably likely get into the mid hundreds, 150, 200 bucks for those other teams. That's how the bid situation would work. If it were a pick your team, those are actually have assigned dollar amounts. So say, for instance, those other teams, the Bengals, the Dolphins, the Chargers, will have a higher amount. The lesser teams without hot rookie quarterbacks would have a lower amount, and there'd be no bidding. That was like, hey, I want this team. I'll pay the $10 to get any Buffalo Bills cards, or I'll pay the $85 to $100 to get any Dolphins cards, any Bengals cards. Now, there is no guarantee that you would actually get a hit. A hit meaning any card for your team. So in that instance, that's called a skunk. We're still trying to decide if we're going to have a skunk list. At some that do these breaks, they keep a skunk list to where once that fills up, if it's an NFL break, once it gets to 32 people that have skunked over time, there'd be a special break for those people that they don't have to buy into. We're not sure if we're going to do that yet, but there's no guarantee that you would hit your team. So it's just, if you were going, and buying a pack of cards yourself, you're looking for something and you don't get it. It's like, okay, I've got other cards, I just don't have what I'm looking for. And then there's the random break. A random break is evenly distributed across the board. Say to enter the break, it's $50 or $100. Let's do 100 let's say 50. Keep the math easy and cut it in half. If we're doing an NBA break, that's 30 teams, right? So you want to get into the break, it's $50, and then once the break is full, we actually go live and we would do but we don't have it set up right now, but we do a randomizer. So we pull it up, we show you who's in, we show you those teams, And just if we're using this NFL example, all of those teams will be randomized. So we'd say, hey, we're going to randomize this 5 times. We click it, you would see it on the screen, boom, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The teams will be randomized, and then we'd randomize the 5, all of the entrants. So 5 times, boom, boom, boom. So if you're in the first slot and we're random at, give me a team, Philadelphia Eagles. So the Eagles are in the 1 slot, and we're randomized, and we say, who do we have there? Cole Brown is in the 1 slot. He ends up at the 1 slot. So any Eagles cards that come out would go to Cole. And say the 2 slot was the Minnesota Vikings. Romeo Santana's in the 2 slot. Any cards that are pulled for the Vikings go to him, and so on and so forth. So it's more so luck of the draw, but it keeps it could possibly keep costs down if you're looking to go in not fighting with anyone or sniping with anyone to get the team you want. It's just random. Hey, I was assigned this team and I get all the cards for that. So those are the 3 types that we'll be delving into. I know it's a lot of information to take in right now, but we'll explain them as we go along, depending on which one we end up doing. So right now we'll have we're set up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch is in the works, eBay. So we're press break collectibles on all platforms. Our breaks will most likely begin on eBay, and we'll actually have lives for the lives will go on YouTube or Facebook when the breaks fill up. All breaks won't happen until all the teams are accounted for. That just makes it even across the board. And once that's done, you'll be notified, say, hey, we're going to go live that night, 7 o'clock, 7:30. And you'll have the information. You'll have a link to the feed, whether it be YouTube or Facebook when it's done. Entering the breaks, you can enter the breaks on eBay, like I say, or if we do a pick your team break, it'll likely be done on Facebook, on our Press Break Collectibles page for that, if we do a pick your teams break. So just to kind of go over a live example here, I pulled an old box of cards out of storage, and I'm dating myself for those that don't know how young I am. This is a box of 1991 NFL Pro Set. Okay, they don't make Pro Set anymore for NFL. I got these cards when I was in middle school, late middle school, middle school-ish. So what would happen is that this box is already unsealed, but just for an example, this is what we're going to show you. So if we were doing the NFL break we're going to do before the draft, this is a sealed box. All these boxes up here are sealed by the manufacturer, and we will unseal them or break them live. That way no one knows nothing's been tampered with or anything like that. So we're going to pretend this is sealed. Boom, we're cutting it open, peel the plastic off. All right, so I open this box up, and there are in this box 36 packs. All right, I'm not going to pull all 36 out, but they're in here. But when we break the boxes, we would pull everything out of the box. So the way it would work is I pull all these out, boom, I stack them up. You see, I'll show you an empty. Well, let's just go through it. We'll go through it. So I pull these out here, and here. So all the packs there. I'll show you the empty box. That's a piece of a wrapper. Boom, that's done. All right, so now we got 36 packs here, and we'll go through the packs. So let's say, for instance, this will be sealed, of course. We open this up. I pull it out. So now I'll go through this as an example. So any card in here for the Indianapolis Colts, for instance, we have John Hamm with the Colts. Whoever would win that. So say, for instance, in this instance, it would be Nathan Bookman. Booger would win this card. All right, this would go to him. Then we have Gary Plummer with the back then San Diego Chargers. Of course, they're in Los Angeles now. That would go to Deidre Baker. Sorry, Deidre Baxter. Charles Mann, devastating defensive end with the Washington Redskins, now the football team. That would go to Michael Kyle. So that's how it worked. And it wouldn't go this slowly, depending on how many boxes we were opening, how many packs. But just to show y'all, just go through this one. So we have Dwayne Harper for the Seahawks. This is an insert. Flip this one over. This is actually Clarence Verdin for the Colts. Chris Spielman for the Lions. Randall McDaniel for the Vikings. Andre Bad Moon Rising for my Chris Berman fans for the Falcons. Dan Salimua for the Chiefs. Ethan Horton for the Raiders. All right, this looks like a rookie one here. Third round draft choice, Rob Selby for the Eagles. Leon Seal for the Bills. Second rounder here, Ezra Tualo for the Packers. These type of cards you will not see in anything that's modern. This is an old school thing. John's name, Hanley as the head coach. They would definitely not put that in any of these boxes now. They're too valuable. And then we have Calvin Stevens for the Patriots, third round draft choice. Now, let's pretend that this is, because let's face it, offensive lineman cards don't really worth much unless he ends up being in the Hall of Fame or something like that. So let's pretend this is a Willie Roaf rookie card for the Saints, right? So in that case, take that back. Not Willie Roaf. Let's pretend this is let's say this is a Tua rookie card. Okay, Tua Tagovailoa, this guy right here. All right. So in that case, I know that's everybody's looking for base rookie cards, right? So we have some what's called penny sleeves here. We will put this card in this sleeve to protect it, and then make sure we protect the corners, and then we will put it in what's called a top loader. If I can get one out here. That will go in here. Okay. So now this card is now protected and ready to be shipped. All right. Any card that is pulled for that team that you won will go out to whoever won that team. So all of these cards that I put over here to the side, even if it's not a valuable card or a perceived valuable card, you'll still be receiving it, because some people like to collect, just that team. Some people may look for certain players, regardless of the value of the card. If it's a rookie card, any rookie cards we'll put in a penny sleeve. We'll put in that thin protector. If it is a memorabilia card, an autograph card, valuable rookie card, those will go in the sleeve and in the top loader, and it'll be shipped like that. These top loaders have a little hard plastic here on the side, and at the bottom. Some people get cards graded. So if you get your card graded by PSA or BGS, those are grading companies. They look at the card. They look at the centering of the card, the corners, if they're sharp, the edges, and if there's an autograph on it, they grade that also. Graded cards, especially if you have a hot rookie autograph, memorabilia, something like that, graded cards are actually worth more than non-graded cards. Why? It's just, they're assigning a value to it. It's like if you're getting an appraisal for your house, right? You think it's worth something, but if that appraisal comes back and it's worth $50,000 more than you think it's worth, that's the letter of the law. So, if you go put it up for sale, you have that proof. Kind of the same scenario. I only actually have one graded card in my possession. I forgot to put it up here. But it is this. It is Justin Herbert rookie card. Justin Herbert rookie card. So this card is a graded 9. And if you look here, you can kind of see. So they gave it a 9.5 on centering. Or is that an 8.5? 9.5 on centering, 9.5 on the edges, 8.5 on corners, and 9.5 on the surface of the card. If this corners would have been graded a 9 instead of an 8.5, this would be a 9.5 instead of a 9. 9 is still a good grade. So it's in this plastic sleeve here, but it's also in a hard case in there. This won't be coming out of here unless I decide to try to get it regraded, but I won't. A 9 is a good grade. They go up to 10, 10 being a gem mint or a perfect. Those are very tough to get. So that's that. This card is worth more than it would be if it weren't graded. Let's just put it like that. So that's the only one I have graded. So that's kind of an example of how that works. Let's do another one real quick because I have no idea what's in these things. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. We pop this open. Now, normally when I open these up, I'm going to open the whole pack to protect the corners. Let's just do that because I want to make sure I give a good example. So the whole thing will be open, and then it will be pulled out this way instead of the top. Okay, so that your edges are protected. So we have I'm a Cowboys fan, by the way, if you can't tell about the hat. This guy terrorized us. He had great battles with Michael Irvin every year. So there's Darryl Green for the Redskins, now the football team. Don Beebe, the fastest white receiver I've ever seen in my life. I'll just put it like that. That guy was a beast. Otis Anderson, beast running back for the Giants. Ray Agnew for the Patriots. We have an insert here. Bruce Armstrong for the Patriots, all AFC team. Michael Walter for the Niners. Michael Stewart for the Rams. Jay Taylor, Cardinals. Jesse Hester for the Colts. Big Nate Newton, offensive lineman for the Cowboys. Got a first-round draft pick here, and Antone Davis for the Eagles. Jake Reed. I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame, but him and Chris Carter gave defenses secondary backfields. The Blues, third-round draft pick there. Roman Pfeiffer for the Rams. Jeff Brown for the Steelers. Ed King for the Browns. And this is an insert Super Bowl 25 MVP for Otis Anderson. So that's how that would work. So anybody that got cards for, if I open up all these packs for any of these teams that they won in the pick your team in the random or in the auction, those cards will go to you. Shipping, depending on how many breaks we would do in a week, shipping would normally happen at the end of the week, at least within 3 days, and you'd have them likely within about a week, depending on what part of the country you are in. We're located in the South, actually, in the North Texas area. So if you're in the South, of course, quicker shipping. You're on the West Coast or East Coast, it may take an extra day or two to get to you. Just an example of a couple things that I went and pulled some things out of storage. I still have a lot more in there since this bug has kind of bitten me again in the collecting world. Sure, everybody knows who that is. Back then, cards were overly produced. So, I mean, even if you have unless you have a Michael Jordan rookie card. I mean, all my Jordan cards are in pretty decent shape. I'm gonna hold on to them. You never know, but a lot of these cards were mass produced, unlike what they are now, for the most part. And then I still got a couple of these. Rest in peace to the Mamba. Even though I still consider him the GOAT, he is likely a close second or third behind. And also, this page will not just be breaks. Our tag is Press Break Collectibles, where we are generally speaking and specifically seeking. It's a lot of S's, and I have a list, but I don't know why I came up with that, but my list, you'll just have to deal with it. So, we'll be generally speaking some sports while we're doing breaks. We may even pop on once a month and not do a break and just talk sports. May have some guests, who knows? I got 13, 14-year-old sons that are athletes. They may want to pop on here. I have a 13, 14-year-old daughter that's an athlete. she knows nothing about this, but she might want to pop on here. So she, and you never know. So we'll be generally speaking, but we are specifically seeking certain things out of these boxes, right? So, say for instance, I got a Tua rookie card here from Mosaic. Mosaic is this box right here, this brand. So when we break these football cards, we're looking for Tua, we're looking for Joe Burrow, we're looking for Jalen Hurts, who should be starting, even though I don't like, that's not my team, that's a rival, right? But this guy is a beast. He should be starting in Philly, which I think he will be now with Carson Wentz gone. My boy CD from the Cowboys. So we're looking for that. We're also looking for Justin Herbert, this guy right here. Now we're not just looking for rookies, okay? Patrick Mahomes stuff is ridiculous. Tom Brady stuff is ridiculous. Okay, so you're looking, even their base cards are worth something. Especially Brady, since this is his first year in the Bucs uniform in the 2020. But also, if you get memorabilia from them or an autograph from them, those are hot hits, big, huge hits, and not just the rookie. So, let's see. Wait, it was another point I really wanted to drive home. Oh, memorabilia. So, memorabilia cards. I got one here somewhere. Okay, so this was out of my collection, actually. I'm a Knicks fan. Cowboys and Knicks, I know they don't go together, but I'm a Knicks fan also. This is a memorabilia card that actually has warm-up patches. So these were actual warm-ups worn by Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell here. This is considered a memorabilia card. It could be warm-ups, as far as the NBA goes. It could be a piece of a basketball that was used in the game by a player. It could be a piece of their sneaker, a piece of their glove if it's football, a piece of a jersey, pants, shoes. Like, they get really wild. Caps. I saw one that had a New Era swatch in the card. There was only 10 of them made. There are also serially numbered cards as well. If you don't collect, if you get a card that's only stamped out of 10, that means that particular card and that particular product, there's only 10 in existence. Everybody's looking for a one of one. It's called a masterpiece card. If you get one, that means that you can name your price if you're looking to sell it and not hold on to it. It means there's only one of those that exists in the world, or at least in the country. This is another memorabilia card here of Dwayne Haskins jersey. And then I have one more. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This is a rookie patch for him. So anything of the rookies, is what you're looking for, and veteran memorabilia and autographs, things of that nature. So that's really about all I have right now. We're looking to go live with our inaugural break likely before the NFL draft for sure. We may do an NBA break. I got some NBA product here, some 1920 product here, 2 boxes of that to go along with this 2021 product. This is probably one of the hottest products out right now, with autographs, because you're guaranteed 2 autographs on average. So you're most likely going to get 2 autographs and 2 memorabilia cards out of this box. So this is pretty hot. So we may do an NBA break before the draft, and then we'll definitely do the NFL break, maybe the weekend of the draft. We'll see. My producer is going to be out of town, so I'll be up to my own devices. So we may do it without the mystery producer. And then after the draft, we're going to break these boxes here. This is my first 2021 NFL product. So we have to wait until after the draft to see where these hot rookies are going. And we're looking at 2 autographs here, 3 autographs here. So Got a couple boxes of these, so we'll definitely do one the week after the draft. This is a very, very hot draft class. We're predicting 5 quarterbacks going in the first round, if not the top 10. So you can expect very high products for this coming up draft class for the NFL. So be on the lookout. We'll post a link to this video on all the platforms, but YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, eBay, Twitch is coming, and one more I'm forgetting. Instagram. I said Instagram. So we'll be on all platforms. Press Break Collectibles, all run together for the most part. If you're on eBay, you probably can splice it up. If you got any questions, comments, anything like that, make sure you put them down there below. Wherever, maybe some graphics down here. I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe on everything, on all the platforms, so you can stay up to date. If you know me or know my family and you have no connection or no interest in collecting whatsoever, you can still do it, because we'll probably bring them in for some interesting tidbits. Who knows? So appreciate you watching, and thank you for tuning in.